Hey, this is Dr. Tromble with Med1 Aesthetics, and today the topic of our coaching session is going to be focused on nuts and how they can fit into a healthy lifestyle, and they're part of our Healthy Transformation program. I want you to think about nuts a lot like a natural weight loss pill. Nuts and seeds can be an important part of a plant-based protein source, and they're really key as sources of protein in a paleo-style diet, which we'll talk about in other coaching sessions. But the concept of paleo is that we're getting most of our calories from protein and fat as opposed to carbohydrates. Nuts are really important for your diet because they're an outstanding source of good fat. And we'll talk more about fat and how it breaks down into different types, but good fats in general can be summarized as those types that are high in omega-3 fatty acids. Without diving too deeply into the chemical background of omega-3s are really going to be crucial in stabilizing cell membranes. So when your cell membrane is nice and fluid, things can diffuse easily across that cell membrane. So it's a lot easier for your body to get blood glucose or blood sugar into the cell and derive energy from running cellular function. So when you have a lot less insulin that's required to push glucose into cells, the body then doesn't have to store as much fat in the abdomen and inside the organs. So we have better insulin control. So bad fats, on the other hand, are low in omega-3 and higher in other types called omega-6 fatty acids. And bad fats tend to be much more reactive and damaging to the body. Good fats in general are going to be important in improving body composition, and there's a variety of reasons that I want to highlight here. As I mentioned, polyunsaturated fats are one type of good fat, and they do help to reduce fat storage and also improve insulin metabolism. An important feature of fat and how it can help a body composition is it's going to really improve satiety, or that feeling of satisfaction after you have a meal. So when you combine healthy good fat with protein, most people tend to feel much lower cravings, and just, they're not really susceptible to wanting to splurge as much. So fats tend to keep you on board with your diet plan. The other important point about good fats is that they're used to derive hormone synthesis. Hormones are going to be really key in regulating fat. So having androgens, which are things like testosterone, and estrogen in balance are going to help maintain a fit physique. So to summarize, basically, fat, when it's good, is going to help you feel full. It's going to help improve your body physique and composition, and it's going to support weight loss, and ways it can do that is through hormone production. So the enemy, we're going to keep repeating this theme, is that fat is not the enemy. In general, though, we need to keep good fats to a small minimum in our diet, and so one of the ways that fat can be important in our diet is the saving grace is portion control. So one of the things that we do when we provide nuts in our plan is that we help our clients by giving them prepackaged containers, these sacks that can be used to give you just the right amount of nuts for your diet. I'm going to break down now a little bit about the types of nuts that we offer and precisely why we've chosen each one. So Brazil nuts are this first option here. They're really delicious, they're really crunchy, they have a kind of a buttery, creamy texture. Brazil nuts are, among all different sources of food, are one of the highest sources of selenium in our diet. So why is selenium important? There's a variety of things. The things that come to mind for me when I think of selenium are, it's a powerful anti-cancer agent, as well as really important in hormone production. Selenium in particular has important roles in men's health. It can help with fertility and support healthy testosterone production. Almonds are a staple here at Med1 in our power packs. Almonds are known to be really high in an amino acid called L-arginine, And L-arginine has been studied and has been found to help patients basically burn more fat and calories when they exercise. Walnuts are another one of the key elements of our Power Pack that we provide for our clients. They're an outstanding source of omega-3 fatty acids. And omega-3 fatty acids, as I alluded to earlier, are key elements in fighting inflammation and can also stabilize the cell membrane. And so we wonder, well, what does that mean when you say stabilizes the cell membrane? Well, you think about where cell membranes are, you can think about the benefits that they're going to have in your health. So cell membranes, when they're stabilized in the heart and the cardiovascular system, stabilizing the plaque that's naturally in those vessels can reduce cardiovascular outcomes, and can reduce chances of heart attack and stroke. In the brain, omega-3 fatty acids stabilize cell membranes and vessels there, and so walnuts, as a good source of omega-3s, can be thought of as neuroprotective. Moving on we talked about now the types of nuts that are in our pack, but let's talk a little bit about the seeds. So we use pepita, or a very immature form of a pumpkin seed, and pumpkin seeds or pepitas are really key because they're powerful detoxing agents. They have this beautiful green color from this phytochemical called chlorophyll, and chlorophyll actually has a role in alkalinizing or changing the pH balance of the body, and that alkalinization, we'll talk more about that in other sessions, can help to naturally cleanse the liver. Pepitas and other seeds, unlike nuts, are really high in fiber, and fiber can help you have that feeling of satiety or satisfaction after eating. But also fiber can help regulate blood sugar, which will reduce insulin, and just like we mentioned earlier, when insulin is lower, we tend to store less fat in the abdomen and organs. And then in conclusion, pepitas are a really outstanding source of zinc, and zinc has a variety of benefits to the body, but one of the key things is in carbohydrate metabolism as well as in immune support. So we talked about the nuts, we talked about seeds, and then the last component is the berries. So we have chosen some dried cranberries that are naturally sweetened, so they have a minimal glycemic response. Cranberries, among all the different fruits, have one of the highest levels of phytonutrients. And phytonutrients are these really delicate chemicals that are found in fruits, and they're powerful agents that blocks DNA damage. They're, a general term is an antioxidant. A lot of people have heard that cranberries have a role in supporting the urogenital tissue, so they can reduce the chances of urinary tract infection. They do that by blocking the attachment of bacteria to the lining of the bladder. And then I think one of the best things is that I think it's a wonderful, just little bit of flavor that these cranberries add to the Power Pack. So in conclusion, we've really thought carefully and selected just the perfect amount and the precise combination of ingredients for your pack. They're going to give you just the amount of perfect, good, healthy fat, protein, and nutrients to sustain your weight loss goals. So I just want to say thanks a lot for listening today. Hopefully learning a bit more about the health benefits of nuts and seeds as part of a paleo, high protein, good fat diet is going to help you. It's going to launch you forward to meet your goals. I'm proud of your success. Keep up the good work.